All right. Chevy wants to know how you choose the color that you use for your core shadow. He says that when he does core shadows, things tend to look muddy.
It would be depending. Like we changed, um, the shadow color and the core shadow color was relative for me. A combination of things. Most of it being what I'm doing here is black is keeping it somewhat neutral. And when I first started this painting, I knew I was breaking my own rule, which is I never use straight black. On a lot of this stuff, I've been tinting whatever is going to impact or influence the major portion of lighting. If you have more than one lighting directing coming in, then I would say, what is the dominant one? What's the one that's going to control that? And I would tint that core shadow to that side of it. Um, it would have more of an impact with maybe some of the ambient lighting around it and stuff. And again, it would affect along that line as well. So that's the answer there for me. I would make that decision based upon that. Like even here in the background with the skulls, we've gone in and established some of the core shadowing, a lot of the loosely stuff with this darker color, which is affected predominantly by the flames here in the background, and therefore it's controlling the major lighting scenario of that. But as we get towards the front, I'm using this as an effect for myself to control impact. You'll remember, or if you've seen the last video from the previous episode of this Visual BS, we started doing a lot of the shading here in the center that had a real dominant impact of lighting here, with some yellow and green actually mixed into the black and kind of a grayish color. So that was affected more from this impact here, and the dominance of light on here was really exaggerated for the dramatic effect that I'm looking for in this painting. And this painting really is, for me, I guess a exercise in very dramatic lighting and multiple light sources. And beyond whatever the political messages here, it was an exercise to push myself in some direction that I really felt I wanted to work on. And from a lot of the work that I see put out from CGI and stuff like that, going through the movies with my daughter and stuff, I just noticed that it's amazing control computer systems and software have to break down these very dramatic effects, which would be, in any mechanical sense, difficult to pull off lighting-wise. So it's an exaggeration on what we can see and what we have seen, and I'm trying to use it to manipulate the viewer as they work their way through the painting.